This is completely over. Cody has completely won the set. I can see it in the way Hungrybox is moving. I can see it in the way he's doing his mix-ups. Look at him. He did a back air forward smash, and Cody is at 0. This is over. Hungrybox is completely mentally broken. Completely. He's not playing his strategy. He's not playing Puff correctly. He is completely mentally broken, and he doesn't even go for the check chase there. He gave up. This is over. This is over. Cody is just playing normal, and Hungrybox is literally completely not playing the game. Like, this is why you practice. This is why you practice entering tournaments and entering smaller events and practicing your mental strength. This is so over. Hungrybox, I called basically this entire set. But Hungrybox, yep, and he gave it up completely. Yep. That was easy for Cody. It could have been harder because Hungrybox had the advantage in games 2 and 3. He had the mental advantage over Cody. He just jab up smashes, or no matter what I do, and eventually it hits. I'm like, that's not good, but it's good enough to beat Duck. How does that work against Duck? It pisses me off, dude. I try to be so smart. Fat Goku goes the opposite direction. He's like, okay, this is Duck. Duck is sitting there with his his super robot brain, calculating 5 million options at once. Hugo's stupid. That's what Duck is thinking. All right, and then I walk up and I'm like, I see your super huge robot brain, Duck. Like, I will destroy you with my even larger and more superior robot brain. And then Duck actually just outsmarts me and beats me, right? And Fat Goku literally just walks up and is like, jab up smash, rob smash, jab up smash. And Duck, like, can't handle it. And it drives me crazy, dude. I gotta get better at this game, man. I can't handle it. Freaking Fat Goku can wreck this guy, and I can't beat him. I hate Mr. R. I don't hate Mr. R. I hate liking Mr. R tweets. I don't want to like this just because he's like a Jordan Peterson fan. I understand why, like, he's just like, oh, why? I just want to check out what this guy has to say. Like, I hate Jordan Peterson so much that I don't like Mr. R just because of that. But I agree with this tweet. Fine, I'll like it. If I agree with the tweet, I can't just not like it. Dreffen's a genius. Dreffen is like a friggin' Dreffen is a top 300 player that competes at a top 100 level, and that deserves respect. Like, imagine being like top 500 in the world, and then you're always ranked top 100. That takes insane skill. How? How can you be so bad and perform consistently well for the game's whole history? That's Dreffen, and it takes a special kind of genius to do that. So Dreffen certainly deserves his spot at number 60. Yeah, okay, so Santi's combo game is better than any Falco there, but the other thing is also that, like, his neutral is just freaking real life neutral. Like, Santi hits you with his neutral game like he's freaking paying his bills and, like, owning a house and, like, having kids and, like, just freaking overall, like, advancing through life as, like, a solid human being. Like, he doesn't play like he's this degen smasher who's trying to do, like, optimal options. Santi's like, yeah, that's right, nair, bitch, down air, bitch. Like, literally the way Santi's thinking is he's not thinking, like, Ginger is actually thinking of how to play Falco, like spacing, and Santi's just like, yeah, that's right, torpedoes. Absent Page is friggin' good. Absent Page definitely is good at the game. Anyone who says otherwise is blind. He has a lot of potential. He can easily be top 15. I know he said he was quitting, but now he's like, oh, I'll come back, so who knows? He's a weird guy. Best of luck, Absent Page, okay? In whatever he does. If he plays melee, doesn't play melee, doesn't matter. Alright. Hug sucks. Westball sucks. Dude, no, the worst thing is, like, idiotic, like, really bad melee. I hate most melee players. Like, they're actually really dumb. Like, not as people, you know, but, like, in the game, like, they're so dumb. And, like, I hate when they're like, I'm so superior. I play Brain Dead Falco. You play Brain Dead Ike. We are not the same. And it's like, yes, you are. You're just as bad. If Falco had Ike side B, you'd be doing that same thing. Always messes me up. Alright, I got it. That was the hardest thing I've ever done. But you know what I can do? That Army can't do? I can do this. Wait. Whatever, like, I'm not even trying to be a 2-Saint hater, but like literally I've watched him back throw with Puff and miss every edge guard. Like, how can you miss edge guards with Puff? It's the easiest thing in the whole earth. And he just acts like he tries so hard, and he's so cool. I'm a cool Puff, guys. I just try hard. Good mentality. Back air, up air. Oh, back air, up air, fair. Oh. Like, no, get out, man. Freaking hate this character. I hate everyone who plays this character. You're not cool, you're not good, sorry. Laud seems good. Laud goes in the good group, okay? Because, I've copied a lot from Laud for my Peach. I think he's the only Peach that's actually optimized past Armada. Not in everything. Like, he's not better than Armada at baiting. He's not better than Armada at the game. But he's the only Peach that's truly moved past Armada in terms of the meta for Peach. When I watch him play against Ice Climbers especially, he's the best to copy against Ice Climbers. He's the best to copy in a lot of ways against Marth, against Fox. He has a good Fox also. He's not just a Peach who plays Peach. He's at least 50,000 times better than Triff and Khezu. Okay, he's much better than Triff and Khezu. Is that the first sick floaty? Probably. Alright, we're to the garbage. All Sheik's moves only hit in the exact position that she wants it to. So to beat every Sheik, all you have to do is this. Watch. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You just dash in, then dash back, then dash in. Like that. It literally, they cannot do anything. You have to make sure to do it close to them, too. Because it baits forward tilt, it baits jab, it baits nair in place, it baits up tilt, it baits grab. Watch. 1, 2, wait. 1, 2, oh, he just keeps dash attacking me. Dude, okay, well, it doesn't work, obviously, if they're spamming dash attack like a moron, but... That's the rare case. Ooh, that was kind of nice. Dude, come on! What? That was a cool combo. What's that guy's problem? And I think it's been pretty clear watching their past few sets. If Cody does not crumble, he will win. Oh. Okay. Whew, okay. Huh. Okay, so, let's just ow. my eyes. So I think making fun of people's haircuts is wrong, but, that was just shocking. That was a little shocking. I gotta admit, it's shocking. Okay, let me regain my composure. See, if Cody could see that camera right now, it's possible that Hungrybox would have a slight win over his mental game just by him seeing his hair. So if Axe calls me lame and I call Axe lame, one of us has to be lame and one of us is sick. So what people will do is they'll look to the other members of the community who have been established in one of these tribes. So they'll say, okay, Mango. Everyone agrees Mango is sick. So who does Mango think is sicker, Fiction or Axe? So because Mango says that Axe is sicker, then that means Fiction is just salty, which is the other form, which is one of the other emotions that people can ascribe. So they say, okay, so that means Axe is sick. Fiction is calling Axe lame because he's salty, because Axe's sickness has been confirmed by Mango, who everyone agrees to be sick. So therefore, I should say that Axe is sick and Mango's sick and Fiction's lame, because that'll cement me on the sick tribe. And like literally, that goes through people's heads subconsciously, and it's like, and it's like, dude, like, it's like, why? I don't even want to be part of that. Like, that's so dumb. Don't worry, Shroom sucks. So Shroom is good, right? But he's janky. He goes for these garbage moves under, like, the idea of, like, I will trick them with garbage. Like, Shroomed will try to trick you with garbage. Shroomed will empty hop, dash dance grab your shield. Like, not even empty hop grab. He'll empty hop, confirm your shielding, and then dash dance grab anyway. Like, he's a psychopath, dude. What in the world? Like, love in the mirror again. I was like, I have to post that. But that's not like whack, right? That's funny. That's not like, doesn't make you unsponsorable. Falco Dumpster's piece? Yeah, now forget you, buddy. Yeah, Triff is sick. Like, yeah, sure, okay, he presses buttons fast. He's annoying on Twitter. Triff is literally... Triff is a huge cheeser. He's not good at the game. He's sick, right? He's fast, but his neutral game is garbage. He literally just hopes for punishes, and when he can't get them, he's trash. So, that's my honest opinion on Triff, dude. Like, he could totally beat They literally land right in front of you whenever you want them to. It's the funniest thing. Oh, it's so funny. I love predicting Melee players because they do the same thing. So yeah, if I ever need to clutch it against some like low-level Falcon in a tournament, that's the plan. You do that, and you do the soon. Oh, he reacted to that. I was gonna say you do the soon save, but he's slightly lower level than I thought. Lower level Falcons actually do that up air, and then you do it again at top level, but as a mix-up. I think Wizzy is good. Like, I don't want to say Wizzy is bad at all. Like, Wizzy is obviously nuts as a player, but a lot of it, not kidding, a lot of it is reaction time abuse. And that's what he should be doing, of course. But he abuses it too much. And that's why it's really funny when you see Wizzy versus Zane, because Zane tries to react to everything. And Wizzy tries to react to everything too, but 2 frames faster. And that's why Wizzy almost barely beats Zane, usually. Even though I think Zane won, like, last time. Even, like, Wizzy almost always just barely beats Zane, because they're playing exactly the same way, except Wizzy... Yeah, like, Wizzy tricks everyone into thinking you can reaction tech chase Sheik, because he's literally fast enough to do it. I'll leave this up while I'm looking for another person to play. Army has a lot of potential as a player. I'll say this from the beginning. I saw that he had a lot of potential, and I desperately tried to get him to switch off climbers, because I knew this happens to every climber, just like drug addicts, is that if you get a high enough high, you're hooked, okay? And Army, and I knew that he would get hooked, and so he was getting better wins and better wins. And I was like, desperately, every tournament I'd walk up, dude, please switch your character. Please, you have so much potential. Please switch. Please. I would beg him. And he wouldn't switch. And he just stick to his character. He just freaking stick to his wobbles. And I was like, fine, just stick to it. I made all those Ice Climber videos purely out of hatred for the fact that Army was winning so many things in SoCal. I freaking just grab nothing. I want to get good, dude. I don't want to freaking spend my time just defending against the most, like, contrived The most literal contrived grabs. To him, he just freaking won that game. That's to him. Freaking stupid, dude. How many freaking stocks can someone take off execution testing?
Chu fiends for wobble, but Chu fiends for wobble slowly. Like, Chu is like, he's like an alcoholic who only drinks when he's offered free alcohol. And it's like, can that person even be called an alcoholic? You know? They're an opportunist alcoholic. I remember I was talking with him in MLG 2014. I remember we had this conversation. And he's been steadily climbing, steadily adapting one thing at a time. He's getting better. Samus is a struggle to play at this level, man. It's really hard. And he's getting there slowly. So Duck is very good. But I think that he's a little limited by... He doesn't have the aggression factor. He has it a little bit. Like he kind of has a little bit. But Plup Samus manages to be so much scarier for some reason. And Duck almost suffers from trying to be too smart all the time and not trying to be intimidating often enough. So those are the flaws in Duck's play. He is good, though. I'm not going to downplay Duck. I've yet to beat Duck despite getting close, so I think I can definitely do it. He's sort of a wall for me because he plays very safe and smart, and he doesn't give up a lot of openings, and I need to respect that. Yeah, Amsa is someone that, when I first met him, what I said is he's an android sent from the planet Yoshi, where he just shows up and he's like, guys, I love Yoshi. And he doesn't even realize it. You know, like when there's like those androids that are like an evil android, but they don't realize it. And they're like, no, I'm totally normal. I'm a totally normal person. And then like their subconscious is like this evil android. That's Amsa. Like on the surface, he's like, oh, you guys are so cool. I love laughing and smiling and freaking playing Yoshi. Like I love Yoshi. And then you actually play him, and you're just getting destroyed by this, like, creature. You're like, what is this thing that's, like, fighting me right now? Like, it's just crazy. It doesn't feel like his outward personality at all. It's terrifying. Rick is a self-proclaimed bad player. When I talked to Rick, I was like, Rick, you're good, right? I was like, hey, are you Rick? And the guy's like, yeah, I'm Rick. And I'm like the Rick, right? Like, you're the good player, Rick. And he's like, no, I'm bad. And I'm like, right, but you're like the ranked player, Rick. And he's like, technically, yes, I am ranked. And I'm like, all right, so maybe Rick is good just because his attitude is that he sucks so much. But I've never actually played him. Like, when somebody's attitude is that they're really, really bad and they're ranked, they're probably good. But I've never played him, so I don't know. But I'm assuming Rick is good just because he thinks he's so bad. Like, everybody who's good thinks they're awful. Everybody who thinks they're sick, he's literally just gimmicking. He's literally just freaking throwing out tech skill that he practiced in his room and hoping it hits and confirming combos. The guy is not good, and you'll all see it eventually. And you know what everyone said? They're like, Fiction, you're so stupid. Wes Balls is an amazing player. And then now he's losing to more people, and people are like, okay, like maybe Wes was an execution test all along. And it's like, okay. And that's just...
Oh wait, one sec. I gotta do this. Alright, here we go. Fiction watches himself watching himself wobbling. You know, if he's gonna keep making these, I'm gonna keep watching them. It's worth it. There's just this wobbleception going on that's beyond anything I can even imagine.
This is what he personally told me this out loud, is he said that his brain gets so excited that he just opens up so many options, and only one of those options can be true, and it's difficult for him to squash the million options he sees in his head down into actual gameplay without messing up. And I totally identify with that. I understand where he's coming from. And in his play, you can see it. You can see he just covers all these magical options that you would never think anyone could cover. He'll cover insane positions all the time. But he's not consistent, and that's his weakness, and that's why he's ranked number 30. So, the good players in SoCal are me, Johnny, SFAT, and Mango. There is not a single other good player in SoCal at all. Ever, in the way he plays. And, so, Army, and basically, so every day I used to pester him. Every day that I saw him, I would say, quit your character. Please switch to a good character. Please switch. Please. Okay? And the day that he wobbled Mango, the day that I saw him wobble Mango on stream, I realized that he was gone forever. There was not a chance. There was not a chance of redemption. There was never going to be a point where Army switched to a real character. There was never going to be a point where he actually cared about the game or got good. For the rest of his life, until he dies, he will be a wobbler because it got to his head too much. I knew it would happen. And since that day, I have never once asked him to switch characters. I've completely given up. He'll never switch. He'll never adapt. He's addicted to wobbling for life, and it's sad. So Stango's actually not that bad. Like, I played Stango at Don't Park and a bunch of friendlies, and I was surprised that he wasn't bad. Like, for a long time, I kind of had this perception that Stango wasn't good. Mostly because his name, Stango, sounds like stinky. Like, I don't know why. Like, it's like Stanko. Like, it makes me think that he's, like, stinky or, like, bad at the game. I'm not joking. Like, I literally heard Stango and I thought he was bad. But, like, he's sick as a person, honestly. I freaking love hanging out with Stango. Like,
Pretend Leffen is always behind you. Like, Pretend Leffen is always just literally standing behind you, looking at you like, like, and that always helps me play better. Okay. Dude, he's gonna wait 10 seconds again. I know it, because he won. Okay, I'm gonna win this next game. And now he left? Dude, okay, he's trash, dude. I'm never playing this guy ever again. What a joke. Literally just I played him in like 4 Falcon games after playing him for an hour. Literal garbage, dude. What is his freaking problem?